There's a family in the waiting room of a hospital. The doctor walks out and tells them, I'm sorry, your daughter's been in an accident, and there's really nothing we can do for her, except there's a new experimental brain transplant surgery. It's the only chance of saving her. And actually, but since it's so new and so experimental, you have to pay for it out of pocket. He says, now we have two options. If you want a male brain, it's going to cost $50,000. If you want a female brain, it's going to cost $25,000. And one of the women in the group gets up and says, no, wait a second, why would a female brain be half as much as a male brain? That doesn't make any sense. The doctor looks at her and says, well, all the female brains come used. Oh. And I think that's true. Women do use their brains more than men. In fact, studies have been shown that, on average, women, they speak about 20,000 words in a day. 20,000 words. While men, 7,000. And one of the reasons for that is there are more, women actually have more neurotransmitters in their brain that allow for better connection between the right side and the left side, which makes them want to communicate more. And men don't have near as many. So if you think about it, for women it's like an 8-lane superhighway, back and forth. And for men it's like a dirt road. So you have to always look at it from the other person's point of view. So for men, women want the details. Details, details, details. And for women, the men, they want the facts, and they want to compete. I'll give you an example. I was working out with my friend John. He tells me, my fiance and I, we called it quits, it's done. Oh. I said, that sucks. Can you spot me? I go back home, I tell my girlfriend, John and his fiance broke up. Well, what happened? I don't know. They broke up. Well, did she break up with him? Did he break up with her? What happened? I'm like, again, I don't know. He said they broke up, and that was the end of our conversation. Then I realized why she wanted details. Because she would be on the phone to one of her friends and tell her friend, guess what happened? Chris's friend John broke up with his fiance. And then her friend is going to say, well, what happened? And she's going to want those details to share with her friend, and she's not going to have them. Now for the guys, since the women like details, 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 this is something you can do to help give your woman the details. If you go on a date, girlfriend, fiance, wife, pick out a small detail. It could be an earring, a bracelet, just pick out something small. We'll say a month later. Keep it in your back pocket for a month. A month later, pull it out. You can say, you know, when we were out, we were downtown last month, you just look so beautiful in those star earrings that you have. I really like them. And she will be so amazed that you remembered a little detail from a month ago. In fact, she might be so amazed, she may even call her friend on the phone, like, you won't believe what happened. Chris remembered the earrings I wore from a month ago. Now, if that still seems too hard, this is what you can do. When you're out on a date, bring a camera with you. And you're going to take 1 or 2 pictures. Don't take too many. Just take a few pictures. And then a month later, take that camera up, pull it out, and take a look and see one of the details. And don't tell her you looked at the pictures. And tell her one of the details, and it'll have the same effect. But it works better if you can remember it. So remember, men want the facts and they want to compete, and women want the details. Now, I've tried looking at the other point of view. Now, there's something that I don't understand, and I don't think I ever will. In fact, I'm done trying to understand this. I don't understand how women can take scalding hot wax and pour it on their inner thigh and put a piece of tape on it and rip it off and do it again and again and still be afraid of a spider. Done trying to understand that one. Now, there's some things that men do, too, that I'm sure women look at and say, what are you thinking? Why would you do that? A lot of the stuff is when we compete, the fighting, the wrestling. It probably doesn't make much sense. When I was younger, there was a game that my friend and I, we would play. It was called Trade Hits. Some of you guys may have heard of it. And the purpose of the game is very simple. You find one of your friends, say, do you want to trade hits? They'll say yes. And you punch him in the arm, he'll punch you in the arm. You punch him in the arm, he'll punch you in the arm. That's all you do. No talking, nothing. Just punch each other in the arm. And the way you win is you make the other person quit because you've punched him so many times he can't take it anymore. And that's it. And we'll walk around with bruises on our arms, and we'd be proud. Say, you know what? I won, though. And the women are thinking, idiots, idiots. So it's all about the details, and men want the facts and compete. Now, there was a husband and a wife. They were kind of arguing, and the wife was a little upset because she'd been trying to drop hints to her husband that he needs to clean up around the house a little more, pick up the laundry, he needs to do the dishes. So she just dropped some hints, and it'd be nice if you do the dishes. It'd be nice if you kind of clean up every once in a while, maybe do a little bit of laundry. Eventually, she's like, you know what? I'm going to try to give him a bigger signal. Make sure he really sees this. She goes outside, grabs a pair of scissors, and the grass needs to be cut. So she bends over and she starts to cut the grass with the scissors. And the husband sees this. And he looks and he's like, you know what she wants. So he walks out to her. She's cutting grass with the scissors. He hands her a toothbrush and says, when you're done, can you sweep off the driveway? Now, see, he didn't pay attention to the details of what she was doing, so to this day, this man still walks with a limp. Still
and ladies, don't think you're going to try to change your man. I've been married for 31 years and it still doesn't. Thank you very much, Chris.